Just wow. I mean, that was a heck of a meet. It's a shame anybody had to lose that one, because that was a heavyweight boxing match out there tonight, and I'm just so proud of our kids. They fought and went toe to toe with what is maybe the best Florida team I've seen in a long time, and they did a great job. I got nothing but positive things to say about our kids and the way they fought and left it all out there tonight. They were on fire. It came down to the very last routine, as we thought it might, and it was exciting to be a part of. I would have loved to have had 13,000 people in there at the end, though. It might have made a little difference. But what a great show for the fans. I hope it was great for television. I hope it was great for the sport. We told our kids that no matter what, this meet was not going to be our final destination, and we know that. And we've got a lot more growth that we can give. We put 5 freshmen or sophomores up on vault, 5 freshmen or sophomores up on bars, and they're continuing to grow and grow and grow. And we put a couple more up in other spots. I can't remember the count anymore, but just proud of the whole effort. I mean, it's a shame it had to come down to the end like that, but what a great group, and just proud. I'm just proud of the fight, because we knew that's what it was going to take, and they delivered. We just came a little short, and that's the way it went.
Yeah, Jay, your depth tonight really showed up. I mean, you had to sub Bridget in on floor X when Reagan apparently got hurt. We couldn't. That's what TV said, but
yeah,
people stepped in where they had to step in.
Yeah, and that's been the story of our team so far all year, is that we've been able to mix that. I mean, Bridget found that out after Reagan dismounted Beam and went over there and got it done, and on a moment's notice like that. And that's the mark of a mature team. She's a senior. She behaves like a senior. I'm sure she wanted to be in the lineup from the get-go, and but when she wasn't, she handled it. And then when she went back into the lineup, she went over there and knocked it out of the park for us to get us started on that floor exercise. Those are the kind of things I'm talking about that people don't realize, that the mentality of this group is just so good. They're so good, and it was a mature effort tonight.
Are you going to need that mentality to make sure that this isn't the end, or is there a sense of accomplishment with the score that you're able to get, the scores you're able to get out there, that this isn't necessarily as big a failure as it is just a hiccup?
There's not a thing about this that's a failure, not a thing about it, and it's certainly not the end of anything. We know that. We know we're going to see that team again down the line on a neutral site, and we're every bit as confident as we were coming in. We're hurting a little bit. We're disappointed, but we can look at it, and the logic says we can beat that team, and we will. I mean, I'm confident that it'll come down to it again. That's a talented team over there, and we're right there with them. So it's not the end. It's not anything. There's nothing negative about this other than the fact that we're hurting and disappointed when we come up a little short. But I got nothing but positive things to say about this team, and we're going to go to work Sunday and get ready for Alabama. And these are all stepping stones on to the end for us, that we just got to keep climbing, and climb. We did tonight. We got better than we've been all year, and we're going to continue to do that.
Jay, did you say anything to Haley right after the fall?
I just pulled them all together, and I said, I don't want anybody hanging their chin. And I looked directly at her, and I said, you've delivered for us so many times, and you will again. There's no disappointment in making a mistake. There's just not. That kid's a incredible freshman, incredible character, incredible person. And there's no way she should feel that. She's carried us a good portion of this season so far, and there's no way she should feel any kind of. I know she's going to be disappointed, but at the end of the day, there's several places we could have found another 10th. So it is what it is.
Reagan injure her arm or hand or wrist, whatever?
She's fighting a hip flexor thing, and it was kind of touch and go whether she was going to do floor anyway. And after she got a little wonky on that balance beam routine, it flared up pretty bad, and she came over and she goes, I don't think I can go, because it's when she's got probably the most dynamic leaps of anybody on our team in terms of where she hits her splits, and she's just got a strained hip flexor that just keeps rearing its head a little bit, and it's painful. And she just felt like it was better for the team if somebody that wasn't distracted with pain went out there, and she was correct. And Bridget went out there and did the job.
The start on vault 4.99, 2.995s. I mean, just what about the start to this meet that y'all had?
Oh, it was incredible. I mean, that's, getting Sarah Edwards back, getting Kaya confident again, and having her be successful on 3 events was tremendous for us. And Kaya doing the double full for the first time this year successfully, and that's tremendous. And there's some other vaults that can still get in there that can boost us even more. But that's the first time we really had our best vault lineup out there, and it showed. And they were confident, and they knew they were going to, try to put their foot on the gas right away, and they did. And they struck fast, and I was real proud of how they started.
Jay, were you disappointed at all with the timing of them announcing Trinity Thomas's 10 on the floor? It came right in the middle of Reagan's routine, or because they had a huge reaction on the floor and she's in the middle of her routine. I know these things happen when you're in like there's 4 teams competing in a regional or a championship meet or something like that. But was anything unfortunate about that?
No, it was the flasher. The flashers put the score up like they do all the time, and that team reacted to what they saw. We didn't announce it over the PA. I would dare say I bet our kids didn't even notice. If they're where they're supposed to be mentally, they don't notice that. They shouldn't.
Yeah, Jay, how important is it for your seniors, I guess, to kind of rally around Haley and kind of pick her up? I mean, she's not used to doing what happened to her. I mean, how important is it for your leaders to kind of tell her it's happened to all of us?
They all have already. Before we even got off the floor, they had their arms around that kid and let her know. We didn't lose the meet because of Haley Bryant. I mean, we win as a team, we lose as a team. I mean, did we win every other meet because of Haley Bryant? That's just kind of the way we approach it. That's our actual mentality. That's not coach speak. I know that, everybody thinks it's cliche and that kind of stuff, but it's really who we are. It's really who they try to be. It's really an identity that they work very hard at. And our seniors have already, been lifting her up since, before we even left the floor.
What went wrong for her?
She said she tripped going into I didn't see it. I'll have to go back, and when we watch video, I'll look, see. She came up at the end of the routine and said she tripped going into the front handspring. Got her toe hung under her. She's had, we had trouble earlier in the year when we went to Arkansas. She had a toe that rolled up under her when she punched the vaulting board, her big toe, and it seems to be a little loose or something. I don't know. It's like it keeps dropping down and getting in the way. I don't know if we can tape it up or what's going on. Did she came up, and I said, "You good? Are you okay?" And she said, "Yeah, I tripped. I'm sorry." That's what she said. And I said, "You don't have anything to be sorry about." And so it is what it is.
Coach, Sammy came in a while ago with a good vibe, a vibe of, not that we were amazing, but we were pretty good tonight, and we just didn't quite get the score. Is that the kind of vibe you're getting from her and the other leaders, that, we're happy with what we did, but we can get better?
That's what I want them to feel. I mean, they just put a score up that is, you score that at a national championship, you're going to win going away in most cases. And they just put a score up that was far and away the highest score in the country, except for the team they shared the floor with tonight. I mean, they should feel good about what they did. They're disappointed that they didn't win, but you've got to be able to separate the result from the big picture and the advancement that we made tonight and the forward progress that we made tonight. And it's hard to win every meet in this league, like it is in every sport. And they should be proud, and I think they will. And I think they'll go back. I told them we got to go back in the gym and find those little 1% that we can improve on and get ready to go to Tuscaloosa. It's on to the next one, because at the end of the day, we're trying to get to March and April anyway. And win-loss, as you guys know, while it's important to us and important to our fans, it doesn't dictate how we're perceived in our sport in terms of rankings and that kind of. It's a little weird for a lot kind of hard for traditional sports fans to understand that sometimes. But we just improved our position as the number 2 team in the country by the score we got, which is crazy to people that don't follow our sport very closely. But they should feel good, because what they did was very, very positive.
We'll do one more if anyone has anything. Okay. Thank you, Jay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Guys, appreciate it.